Hey guys, so welcome back to another yoga video with me. So today it's going to be a Vinyasa flow class. So it's going to be appropriate for anyone beginner to intermediate. It's going to be pretty chilled and really good going into the hamstrings, into the back, into the hips. So whenever you are ready, get yourself into a really comfy laying down position if you can. So coming onto your mat. Come in to lie down either with the soles of your feet together or with your legs completely flat. So whatever it is today that you need to let go of, just really imagining it, picturing what you need to let go of, whether it be something that's making you tense, whether it's stressing you out, irritating you, annoying you, upsetting you, whatever emotion it is that's kind of bubbling up in you today, or whether you feel totally chilled. Just allowing yourself to think of something that you could do with letting go of, do with releasing. That for a moment, really focusing on it. You feel ready to, having a big inhale, breathing in as deeply as you can. Exhaling, release. Imagine you can let go of that thing you were thinking of. Having two more like that. Inhale, breathe in as deeply as you can. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let go. Inhaling, taking your arms above your head, reaching out as high as you can. Exhaling, bringing your knees in towards your chest, hugging them in, having a little rock side to side. If you feel okay too, we're going to come into happy baby. So taking hold of the outside edge of your foot or the outside edges of your ankle. So you're having a long, straight spine, really making that effort to push your spine into the mat. Having 5 breaths here. As you inhale, really trying to open through your hips, sending your knees away from each other, sending your knees down in towards your elbow creases as you exhale. Inhaling, really opening. Exhaling, drawing your knees down. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, drawing down. Releasing, bending your knees, hugging your knees in. And taking your arms out wide like aeroplane arms. Taking your feet down to the mat. Big inhale here. Exhaling, drawing both knees over to the right side, looking towards the left. Inhaling, coming up over to the left side this time, head gazing towards the right. Inhaling, reaching back up, hugging yourself all the way in. And if you feel like it, either holding onto your feet, rocking up to sit, or coming up in any way you feel like. Making your way onto all fours, coming to an all four position. Inhaling, dropping through your belly, sending your sit bones up to the sky, looking up. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, dropping through your hips. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, round. Chin towards your chest. Last one. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, round. Sending your sit bones back down towards your feet. Coming into child's pose. Having a moment here. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Coming into your downward dog today. So just taking a moment here. Trying to spread your shoulder blades apart, getting a long straight spine. If you need to, bend your knees, bend through your knees. Having one more breath here. Inhaling, looking towards the top of your mat, stepping or hopping forwards. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhaling, folding the whole way down. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, hands down the center of your body. Do 2 more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, folding. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhaling, stepping back. Lowering down either through chaturanga or lowering your knees down, sending your heart down. Inhaling, sweeping your heart forwards, upward dog. Coming over your knees, tucking your toes under, back to downward dog. 3 breaths here. Really engaging through your core. Holding yourself here. Having a really long straight spine if you can. Allowing any tension in your neck just to release. Allow your neck to hang loose. Inhaling, looking forward, coming onto your toes. Hopping or stepping forwards. Inhaling, lift your heart up halfway. Exhaling, folding. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, lowering your hands down to your heart center. Last one, inhale, lift up. Exhaling, folding. Inhale, lift through your heart. Exhaling, stepping or hopping back. Lower down either knees or chaturanga. Inhaling, lift up through your heart. Exhaling, downward dog. Taking your left toes up to the sky, reaching your left toes up this time. Exhaling, bringing your knee under your body. Planting your foot. So you're coming into a low lunge. And whenever you feel ready, taking your hands off, inhaling, reaching all the way up, coming into a crescent lunge. Having a moment here. Exhaling, we're going to opening out to the right, so both feet are parallel. Inhaling, hands onto your hips. Exhaling, we're going to come forwards. So maybe pointing your toes slightly inwards, allowing your body to drop. Bringing your hands to the floor if that feels okay. As you inhale, lengthen through your spine, create space. As you exhale, dropping your head down, coming all the way down. Engage your core, engage your glutes, engage your hamstrings. Using your muscles to bring yourself further down. 1 more breath. Inhaling, coming up, bringing your hands to your hips. Coming up. Bringing your feet back, parallel. We're going to take our right foot towards the right side. So the heel of your right foot should be in line with the arch of your left foot. Inhaling, reaching your arms out. Reaching forwards, exhaling, we're going to tilt our pelvis. Coming down into Trikonasana. So whether your hand is at your knee, your shin, your ankle, staying where you feel comfortable. So you really want to be tucking your bum under, engaging through your core. So you're trying to make yourself as stacked as possible, imagining as if you're trying to push yourself against a brick wall. So your shoulders should be one on top of the other, your hips should be as well. 1 more breath. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhaling, reverse Trikonasana. Coming back. Having 1 more breath. Exhaling, coming forwards, bending through your front knee, shifting on your back foot if you need to. Coming down, warrior 2. So trying to stack your front knee, your right knee on top of your ankle, reaching your fingertips away from each other, sending your shoulders down. 1 more breath. Exhaling, either bringing your forearm to your thigh, reaching over, or bringing your hand to the outside edge of your mat. 3 breaths here. bringing yourself around. Bringing that left hand down to frame your foot, coming onto the ball of your back foot. Dropping your knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Coming up, Anjaneyasana. Inhaling, bringing yourself back to center. Dropping your hands down. What we're going to do is we're going to wiggle our front foot. So we're going to come into pigeon. So you're taking your right knee towards your right wrist. Your shins coming down onto your mat. So if that's really making your hips scream, you might want to be bringing your foot a little bit farther under your body, making it less strenuous on your hips. If it feels really good, maybe move your foot a little bit forwards, creating more of a stretch in your hips. Wherever you are, inhale, look up. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, heart coming up, reaching up. Exhale, lower. So it's like you're doing a press up. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, lowering. Just one more time. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, lowering, coming all the way down. Maybe crossing your hands and using them like a pillow for your forehead. Having 3 breaths here, really staying down. Trying to make all your weight center in your body. Feeling yourself sink into that right hip, feeling that stretch. Breathing really deeply. Bringing your hands back under your shoulders. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, we're going to bring all our weight onto the right bum cheek and we're going to swing ourselves around. So basically you're bringing yourself into a shoeless position. So you should have your right knee bent on the bottom and your left knee bent on the top. If it looks a bit more like this or your legs are just crossed, that's absolutely fine. Wherever you are is completely fine. If you feel like this is enough for your hips, stay in here. If you'd like to, inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, lower. Having just 2 more breaths. Sinking down as deeply as you can. Inhaling, coming up. We're going to straighten through our right leg. So your left leg's on top, bringing the sole of your foot to the mat. Left hand reaching behind you, acting like a second spine. Inhaling, right arm going up. Exhaling it, bringing it to the outside edge of that knee. Looking over your left shoulder, twisting. One more breath. Exhale, release. Come in for a counter twist, so come into the right side, bringing your body down. Inhaling, coming back up, bringing the sole of your foot to the inside edge of that right leg. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, lowering down. Having 3 breaths here. As you inhale, really lengthen through your spine, pulling yourself up and lengthen. As you exhale, allowing yourself to soften, bringing yourself closer to that right knee. Inhaling, coming up, bringing both feet to meet, so you're coming into Buddha Konasana. Holding onto your feet, maybe digging your elbows into your knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower, just go into wherever you feel comfortable, not pushing yourself too hard. Either aiming with a really rounded spine, your head down, or if you feel okay, maybe leaning forwards with your heart. So you're having a bit of a straighter spine, so your heart's coming down towards your feet instead of your head. One more breath. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, straightening through your leg. So your right foot's on the inside edge of your left this time. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale and sink down, having 3 breaths. And coming up. So we're going to cross our right foot over our left leg. Right hand acting like a second spine. Left arm reaching up. Bringing it to the outside edge of your knee and having a twist. Reaching up through your spine. Really trying to have a long straight back. Twist it as deeply as you can. 1 more breath. Exhale and release. Coming for the counter twist. Coming over to the left. Dropping your hat down. Inhaling, coming up. So taking the opposite side, shoeless pose. So we're going to cross both knees. It should be your right knee on top this time. Inhaling, lifting up through your heart. If you stayed up last time, staying up. If you lean forward, just having a little lean forward. Offering your heart down. Having 2 more breaths. Sinking down as deeply as you can into those hips. Coming up. Coming back to that same pigeon pose, but on the opposite side. So you're taking your right leg up and behind you. So you're coming into pigeon. So it should be down the center of your mat. And then bringing that foot towards your right wrist. Exhale and lowering down. And all the way up. Tucking your back toes under. Lifting up through your knee. And sending your knee back to meet the other. Coming down to child's pose. Yeah. Inhaling, coming all the way up, coming onto your hands, your knees, tucking your toes under this, coming up, downward dog. Left toes reaching up to the sky. Exhaling, bringing that knee under your body. Taking your toes to the top of your mat. Same thing, opposite side. So inhaling, lifting all the way up, coming up to crescent lunge. Really staying strong through your thigh. As you exhale, we're going to open out to the right. So you're coming into that same wide-legged position. So this time we're going to tilt our right foot towards the front. Same again, so opening out, inhale, lean forwards. Exhale, rotate through your hips, Trikonasana. Having just 2 more breaths. Coming all the way up. Exhaling, reverse back. Same thing, opposite side. Coming into reverse Trikonasana. Having 1 more breath. Exhaling, coming back. Bending through your front knee. Warrior 2. Staying here. 1 more breath. Exhaling, bringing your forearm down to your thigh, all going for the floor. Reaching forwards, really stacking your hips, stacking your shoulders. 1 more breath. Exhaling, both hands coming down, coming onto the ball of your back foot. Lowering your knee, untucking your toes. Inhaling, Anjaneyasana. Lowering both hands down. Exhaling, we're going to send our hips back, coming down, half splits. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, lower. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. This is the last one. Stay here for 3 breaths. Inhaling, coming all the way forwards. As you exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your knee, coming back to plank. Lower down, either knees or chaturanga. Inhaling, lift through your heart. Exhaling over your toes. Inhaling, left toes reaching up to the sky. Exhaling, bringing your knee under your body, planting your foot. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhaling, sending your sit bones back. Staying here. Inhaling, lifting up through your heart. Exhaling, coming back. Inhaling, reach forwards. This is the last one. Exhaling, lowering. Inhaling, coming forwards. And then just tucking your back toes under, stepping back to plank. Lower your knees down, lowering your bum down, coming down, child's pose. Inhaling, coming up onto your knees, crossing your feet behind your back, coming over onto your bum. Reaching your legs out. You might want to scoot towards the top of your mat a little bit further so you can lay down. Bringing your knees in towards your chest, hugging your knees in. Having a little rock side to side. And then whenever you feel ready to straightening through your legs. If this feels good and if this feels okay for you, feeling free to stay here. If you'd like to really push into the mat with your arms, with your hands, and send your sit bones up, using your elbows, using your hands to support yourself, coming up to shoulder stand. Changing the direction of the flow of blood. Using this inversion as a full body cleanse, as a blood cleanse. Having one more breath. Exhaling, lowering, coming down the same way. So using your hands, coming all the way down. Keeping your legs straight. And then slowly bending your knees back in towards your chest. Allowing your feet to come underneath your knees. We're just going to have a couple of back bends before we finish. So having your hands square onto the mat. Inhaling, lifting up through your pelvis, your lower back, your upper back. Pushing yourself up, having 3 breaths. Exhaling, lowering, sinking all the way back down, having a breath. Inhaling, same again, lifting up. Having one more breath, really pushing in through your feet. Exhaling, lowering. Last one, inhale, lift. Really pushing up, using the muscles in your thighs, trying to turn off your glutes if you can. Exhaling, lowering all the way down, hugging your knees in. Taking your arms out wide. Big inhale. Exhaling, knees over to the right. Inhaling, bringing your knees into center. Exhaling, knees over to the left. Inhaling, center. And then just making your way into a flat position. Coming into Shavasana. Having a really big breath. Inhaling. Exhale, release through your mouth. Let go. One more. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. So that's the end of my yoga video for today. So if you enjoyed that, please share it or like it or subscribe to the channel. And thanks again for joining me. Namaste, guys.